Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, this is Pinky and thanks for stopping by. Today I'll be talking about 3 amazing books that I read and enjoyed recently. So let's get right into it. The first book is A Long Walk to Water by Linda Sue Park. And this book was short but incredibly powerful. A Long Walk to Water alternates between 2 timelines, one following Salva, a boy caught in the horrors of the Sudanese civil war, and the other following Nia, a girl in 2008 whose daily life revolves around walking long distances to fetch water. Even though the writing is simple, the impact is huge. Salva's journey is heartbreaking, the fear, the loss, the constant movement, the uncertainty, but there is also so much resilience and hope in his story. And Nia's chapters, though quieter, reveal how something as basic as water can control your entire life. What I loved most was how both stories eventually connect in such a meaningful emotional way. It hits you with this reminder that small acts of kindness can change entire communities. This is the kind of book you finish in a couple of hours, but you think about for much longer. It's heartbreaking, inspiring, and very grounding. If you want something that's accessible but meaningful, I highly recommend it. Next is Please Pay Attention by Jamie Sumners. This book was incredibly emotional and much heavier than I expected. It is a novel in verse and it follows B, a girl with a cerebral palsy who is dealing with the aftermath of a school shooting that changes everything in her life. The story is divided emotionally into a before and an after. Before the shooting, B is always navigating a world that often isn't built for her, physically, socially, or emotionally. But after the tragedy, she has to face grief, fear, and the feeling of helplessness she experienced during the attack because she couldn't move or hide like the others. That detail hit so hard. You really feel the weight of that moment on her. The writing is simple but incredibly powerful. Because it is written in verse, every line feels intentional. You get such an intimate look into B's thoughts, her frustration, her sadness, her anger, and her slow, fragile healing. What lifted the story for me was the therapeutic horseback riding. Watching B rediscover confidence, strength, and a sense of control through that experience was beautifully written. It's gentle but transformative. And as B grows, she starts to find her voice, not just for herself, but to demand change, safety, and awareness for kids like her. And this book deals with grief, trauma, disability, and healing in a very respectful and honest way. It is emotional, hopeful, and a reminder that finding your voice after tragedy is a kind of survival too. I am really glad I read it. Next, I read The Girls Who Disappeared by Claire Douglas. This starts with a chilling incident. 4 girls driving together late at night. The car crashes, and when help arrives, only 1 girl is still there. The other 3 have vanished. No trace, no explanation. Years later, a journalist comes to make a podcast about the case, and that's where the story really takes off. The atmosphere is tense. People in the town are clearly hiding something, and every chapter ends in a way that makes you want to keep going. What I enjoyed most was the slow unraveling, the secrets, the past trauma, and the unreliable memories. This isn't the darkest thriller out there, but it's incredibly engaging and full of suspense. Perfect if you are in the mood for something gripping that you can read in a couple of sittings. And yeah, so that's it. Let me know in the comments if you have read any of these or if you are planning to pick them up. And as always, thank you so much for spending time with me here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, Happy reading. Bye.